Welcome to my channel, Ana Lana. Today we are going to learn how to make this very interesting stitch, and the best thing is that it's very easy to make. This stitch is a little bit dense, so I recommend using needles that are much larger than what the yarn calls for. In this case, the yarn needs 5 millimeters, I use 5.5. In this other sample, I use 6 millimeters or the number 10 in the USA, and it's much looser. But the one that I like the most is with needle size 15, which is 10 millimeters, and is much looser and nicer. Okay, so now let's start understanding how this stitch works. Okay, the best thing is to use two needles to start the foundation. That way it will start wider. Now we pull the first stitch, first loop out, then we take the next two and we are going to be knitting them together, right? But now we just pass the first loop, that's it, and we keep the other one in the needle. Now take the next two, knit them together, and pass the first loop and leave the other one in the needle. So again, knit two, pass the first loop, knit two, and you just slide the next loop, and this is the way you are going to continue doing it. Knit and let it go. Can always recover the second loop. Okay, so now we are getting close to the end of the row. And here we need two, let go one, need two. Okay, so here it goes. Now we have three left. So knit two, let go one, and now just remember you can always recover the last two. You are going to knit them, pass the first loop, and then the one that remains, you just knit it again. You see? Okay, so now we are just going to turn the work around. And now this is the wrong side, right? And we are going to do purl, but we are going to be knitting two in the wrong side and hold that loop. So now knit the other two and hold that second loop. So we are going to purl, basically. I say knit, but it's just purl. And you are going to continue doing exactly the same thing that you did on the other side. So again, it's like a jersey stitch, but you are just doing it knitting two together and letting go one. So now we are getting to the end of the row. So we are going to just, here it goes, we are knitting two, letting go one, and then this is the last two. We are going to knit them together, purl, and then pass one, and then purl the last one. Okay, so we just pull this, and basically this is it. So we are going to turn the work again, and let me repeat it so you get the idea of how this is forming. Again, the first one we pass it. Then the next two, we knit them together, let go the first, and now the second and third, knit them together, and then continue like that. So I recommend to work with larger needles because definitely it's going to be a smoother the transition between every stitch, and it's going to be faster, and the fabric, it will look lighter. Let me just show you. This is the number 10, size 10, 6 millimeter. And remember, always use two needles in the foundation so it gets to be looser from the beginning. So now we are doing the pearl side first, but look, it's smooth the way that we can pull it. And let me just show you how is the knitting part. And you see, you knit two together, and now just pull, and the other one is dropping easily. You don't need to push it. It just drops and is nice and smooth. So definitely go for a larger needle, and you will see that it's going to look much better anyway. Okay, so I hope you learn how to do this interesting stitch. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember, I have many more projects to share with you. So please subscribe, and I hope to see you next time in my channel, Ana Lana. Thank you.